Hello everybody. So let's discuss about JIRA reports. Reports in JIRA help team to analyze the progress on the project, track issues, manage their time with respect to the issues allotted, the assignees, and also can predict future performance. Okay, based on the issues completed, how much is estimated, how much is completed. So that is all analysis which is done with the help of JIRA reports. So let's get started. These are the reports. There are many reports, but yes, of course, we'll be discussing about these ones which are at the utmost usage to get the further analysis. Okay. So burn down reports. These provide the details about actual and the estimated work, like how much we have done the estimation during, say, our sprint planning session and how much is actually completed. So this shares the details about the remaining task, okay, the remaining work. Next is tracking the sprint progress. We can track that how much is the progress as it is uh, days versus the story points, or you can say the issue count and so on. Identify problems if there is an issue which is taking more amount of time. So we can come to know that yes, it is taking more amount of time, so we have to find what is the impediment or the obstacle for that particular problem or a particular issue. Okay, and then it is likely to achieve the sprint goal. Like are we able to achieve that sprint goal, or we will be in there will be some issues or stories which will be left or which will not be covered. All these can be measured with the help of burn down reports. Say an example. Now looking at the graphs below, you could see here, so we have took story points, okay, say 50, 400 and all. These are the story, sorry, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. These are the story points, and here we have the days of the sprint. Okay, so there are now here we have 10 days, okay, inclusive of a certain other. Basically an actual practice is the sprint should be 10 days, that is fixed. Okay, so now moving here, we can have that for day one we have completed maybe 300, so how much is pending? Okay, day 2, this is what we have completed, day 3, day 4, and then at the end we should have that no story points are left. So what is this showing? It is showing that how much is the remaining task we have in our bucket. If we have completed 300, our target is 400. So we have remaining 150. As it will go, it will just have a slope below that. At the end of the sprint, we should have 0 story points pending. 0 story points as in all stories are completed. Nothing is remaining. So this graph will definitely show how many are the remaining story points, and it will be estimated on the remaining story points. Okay. What is burn up chart? It is further ahead. I'll show you the difference between burn up and burn down moving ahead. But now just we need to remember that during burn down, it is estimations done on the remaining time, which is uh, there from the actual time. Okay. So the blue line is the ideal burn down chart. Okay, how it should be, slanting slope line. Okay, and these are the remaining effects which we have, efforts which are have, those are the red ones. Okay, so when we join the dots over here, moving to the right side, now we have the actual, we have the graphs available. Now see how the dots are joining. Okay, inside and the outside one. Now what does this mean? See, actual, it should be a straight slope line, okay, which means that We are completing all the allotted story points day wise. But when we go like this, now let's see here, we have completed say 400 what is it, 400 150 160 150 points, okay, within a span of less than 2 days. Say here 2, we have how much, 150 is at 2 days, okay. At day 2 we should have completed this much, but we have completed it early, okay. So this is, we are completing it early. But now when we go ahead here, see here what it says, that we should have completed 120 at day 3, but what it is showing, that we haven't completed it yet, we are at day 4. So this means we are exceeding the time, okay. So this is exceeding, we are taking more amount of time, more amount of days to reach this story point, okay. So this is how there are two sections. One is beyond the slope, which says that we are exceeding, we are taking more time to complete it. So why it is more time, what are the impediments, what are the obstacles, and if here we are bit early, we can have some more things in our bucket. So that is how it is read, okay. So this is sprint burn down chart. Okay, then. So now here actually how it is visible in JIRA, okay. So here we have 10 days, say September, this is our days which are allotted below, okay. This is our slope, our story points. Here we have, now this is our actual line, you see it goes straight, then there's a slope, then there's a slope, straight, slope, and here it is that we are not able to complete our sprint. This is also one of the case it happens. It is not reaching the end of the slope. Then here we have to take the queries and what is the cause and how we can further analyze it, why it is caused and the other reasons, okay. This is the estimated burn down line. This is the actual burn down line. And the gray sections are the non-working days, say Saturday, Sunday, like that. Okay. Alright. So estimated, actual burn down line, and the non-working days. Alright. Okay. So moving to the next slide. There are burn down statistics also which are available below. It says like date wise, you have the PNRs which are taken in the start of the sprint, okay, and these are the story points: incremented story point, decreased storing point, and the remaining story points. So here, like in this sprint, these story points are remaining, okay, because we are not able to complete it, so this is remaining. Issues which are completed, it's completed, so we can put it here. These are the completed ones, okay. So as it goes down, you can get the stats in that format, okay. Something else, if it is newly added, we can also say it is newly added to the sprint, okay. So this is how the stats work. So moving to the next, sprint reports. These are the reports which show us the diagnosis for the completed and the incompleted issues. Okay, during a retrospective, see every report has its own significance. Now this is during the retrospective, we can come to know that we can open the sprint report and we can actually find out. One more thing additionally to this is, these are the real-time reports. Okay, so for this we need the stories to have its completion state, complete the user stories during the end of the sprint, and also time logging, which is very important for every graph to display. So time logged every day whenever the work is performed, so that we get the zigzag lines across the straight lines. So that is also something important because it is all real time, okay. Then it is useful during the sprint retrospective as mentioned, and we can get the sprint progress. So this is how the sprint stat looks like. That's the same, you have estimated and you have actual. Everything is estimated versus the actual. Okay, so here we have completed issues and non-completed issues. What are those? The issue types, the priorities, the status, and so on. Okay, this is velocity reports. Now velocity reports will help us know that how many we have estimated and how much was the actual work. Is it completed? How much is completed? So if everything is completed, we'll have the graphs, okay, that we can see ahead. So we can come to know the trends in our delivery during the sprints. This is helpful during the sprint planning. We could come to know that yes, last time we have took these many user stories and this much we have completed, or this much is pending. And also we can predict future based on that, that how much average user stories we should consider and accordingly manage. Okay, so we have two graphs here. Now these are the sprints. Here we don't have days, it is sprints and the story points as usual. So we have sprint 1, 2, 3. Here we have total time estimated and total time completed. We could see it's half of it. The second, we can say yes, total estimated work and total completed work. So total story points, say we have come here, we have committed more than 15, we could deliver only 8. Okay, why? The reasons, we can go to the sprint. Here is sprint 1, down we can see. When we click on this sprint 1, it will take us to the sprint report and we can check that why uh, uh, there is half of the delivery. We can come to know from there. Second, sprint 2, everything is done. This also we can check, that we can just click on it, it will take us to the sprint report and there we can get a list of all completed and the non-completed ones. Okay, so this is how velocity chart works. Now here we have burn up reports, but usually everywhere, as their scope is not changing in the middle of the sprints, we usually have burn up reports. So these help us to know the progress and the scope separately. Directly I'll move to the graph, that will be more easy. Now here in burn down, okay, we had the graph which was moving down as it was showing us only the remaining points which were left. But here what we are doing is we are actually checking how much are completed. There we had remaining, here we say it is completed. Also there is one additional scope of line, you see this green line, okay, it will show the cumulative, that is a total number of stories. And if there is any change, that change will also be calculated. So going back to the graph, okay, I'll just mention it like that. So this will represent two lines. One is how is the progress made with the help of the blue line. Second, there is a different line for the scope. Okay, say an example, at the start of the sprint we have said there are 45 story points. Okay, from in the sprint backlog. Moving ahead, we say at yes, day 2, day 3, so we have completed 4 years, 6 year, 22 year. Okay, during day 3 we can see, oh yes, 2 more are added, there is a scope change. So 47, we have completed 12, then 25, then 30, sorry, 25, then it's 20, 22, right? Here we can see, oh yes, again at day 7 it is increased by some more 2 points. Then again there is a decrease of 46, and at the closure we have total 46 users, 46 story points. Okay, so now we are meeting up with the 46 completed story points. Okay, so this goes with the completion, also with the scope which is there. So whenever there is a change, we could come to know, oh yes, here we have a change, and this is how we are following the burn up chart. Okay, this is the main difference between burn down and burn up. Moving to average age reports. Now this will show us the average age, that is aging of the unresolved issues. Okay, this is based on the project or any filter which we create from the backlog. So here we have the graph, it says that these are, below we have the dates, okay, and here we have the days. All right, so This is the aging average days issues were unresolved. These are the average days. Okay. Like here we have period from 17th August till 4th September, 15 days, last 15 days. How many issues are resolved, or how many is the total aging, and we can get the average age. Alright. Okay, so this represent days, and here we have the total amount, like 15 days a month, like that. So this graph will show number of days issues were resolved, okay, for a given day over past 30 days. 30 days record we have in this graph. So this is average age reporting. Okay, so here we come to an end of the JIRA reports. There are many other reports to be checked again, but yeah, these are the ones which are most popularly used. Okay, thank you.